to our first guest.
John Mayer picked up his first guitar at 13 and never looked back. He went from playing in local blues cover bands to arenas all around the world, winning 7 Grammys and selling millions of albums with his own blend of R&B, pop, soul and rock. He's also dabbled in stand-up comedy, had his own hilarious TV show, and is one of the biggest Twitterers in the whole Twitterverse. Now, after spending half the year in a home studio capturing the warm, simplistic melodies of California rock from the 70s and 80s, he's back with his 4th album, Battle Studies.
Please welcome the ultra-cute John Mayer.
I'm sure I'm not the first person to say this to you in the history of your lifetime, but looking at you right now, I want to unzip your pants. Look at that. Do they actually unzip?
They unzip. It's an involved process of disrobe.
Now, as an American, are you upset because you arrive in this country and we don't actually do Halloween very well?
I'm upset as an American and an Australian that this doesn't happen.
Is there, because I noticed you're on Twitter and you were very unhappy about it, saying, Halloween.
No, I'm okay with not being home. I would probably have my porch lights out anyway.
Would you like me to get people to bring you candy tonight?
I actually feel like I'm better without it. I'm better without the candy.
Okay.
I'm better. I just, you know, I've all the gifts in my hotel room. I have a lot of Tim Tams. I have we have the thin mints in the country. You have like thick mints here in Australia, like
like on the pillow, you mean?
No, the Arnett. What's the?
Oh, the Arnett, the mint sliced biscuits.
Did I just get myself free Arnett cookies for life?
I hope so. Right. If you haven't already got free Tim Tams, you've done very well.
Halloween came well late.
Now, people are saying that this album was being described as a confessional album. Mm-hmm. What are you confessing to?
I think it's as confessional as any singer-songwriter would want their record to be, you know? Relationships, love, the lack thereof. Being an occasional douchebag and apologizing for it in melody.
Is it nice to have that excuse? Is it nice to be a singer and be able to go, I'm sorry I've been a douche? Allow me to sing about it.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse, number one, for being a douche. But it's a very subjective term. But, you know.
Well, the song Who Says that you'll be performing for us later is pretty much singing about being stoned. Or wanting to be. Like, who says I can't get stoned? You croon?
Yeah, I crooned it. I did croon.
Are you finding that, like, is it intentionally trying to ruffle people's feathers?
No, I think if I was going to ruffle people's feathers, I'd go a hell of a lot dirtier than that. You know what I mean? Who says I can't rip a lamp cord out of the wall and tie it around myself?
So what do you...
That's a who said. Actually, that's if I really wanted to amp up the controversy.
That's probably worse.
You know what I mean? Who says I have to use indoor plumbing? You know.
A lot of our rugby league players are very much like that.
I will Google it later.
Now, are you twittering while you're here? Because you're mad for it, aren't you?
I had a third arm added to the center of my chest. I'm twittering right now. Hold on a minute. Sent. Yeah, no, I Twitter.
Would you like to tweet during the course of the show? Because I'll allow you to.
Yeah, anything. Listen, I have 2.5 million followers. Anything, I think we should take this opportunity right now to really exercise
Could
the
you
influence.
tweet me some Halloween candy? Could you put out the call for people to bring candy to me here tonight?
Absolutely. I can do it right now.
Okay, do that.
All right,
I could just ask for it,
but
I prefer that you actually...
Let's do it. Here's how we do it.
Now you have to do that. How about we do it during the break?
Well, this is great television. This is only going to take about 4 or 5 more minutes.
That's good. Don't talk to me. You've got the weather up. What are you doing?
Yeah.
No, we will do that during the break because I think that'd be good. Now, in the Who Says clip, there's footage of you doing stand-up.
Yeah.
Is that legit? Do you actually? And we mentioned it in the opening piece.
It's legit that I do it, but I don't think it's legit stand-up. I slink into the club and I walk on stage and everybody thinks they're funny and everybody has sort of the jokes they tell themselves in their brain, and so I wanted an opportunity to find out if, in fact, those things are funny.
And how did it go?
They're not funny.
So what sort of stuff do you do? Give us a... we can give you a spot now.
Well,
if you like.
I mean, as you've done stand-up before. It's nothing that you can just do. You know, it's sort of a vibe that I get in the afternoon, and I sort of have to know, like, maybe like 5-10 minutes before I go on stage that I've got a line of things to joke about, you know.
So what sort of subject matter do you choose, though?
A lot, you know, it's a lot of dirty stuff. You find yourself getting dirty words.
How much do you think you can get away with because you are...
Very little. You know,
Really?
yeah, I'll be honest. It's like, what are the things you talk about on stage? Well, you take artistic license. You want to get up there and you want to goof a little bit. I think people take me too much to my word. You know what I mean? You get up there, you go, true story, this actually happened. And it didn't happen, but it's an interesting catalyst for a joke. They go like this: you had me at true story, and they write it down, and then they're not laughing, and they're saying that suddenly John Mayer rips lamp cords off of lamps and ties them around himself for pleasure.
So it would be good to have that to fall back on, though.
You know, it's like, I don't think I can win with it because I get up on stage and people go like, I think that you either are shocked because you love me or you're shocked because you hate me, and you can't even hear the silly jokes that I'm telling because you're still sort of going like, why are you up there?
Well, I will put no pressure on you for your public probe then, John Mayer.
Let's...
If you can make this really funny,
yeah,
it would be great.
I'm going to try to produce for you.
Hilarious.
I'm going to try to produce for you.
Jenna from Victoria asks, are your making love faces anything like your guitar playing faces?
Jennifer, thank you very much. They actually are identical because I play guitar while making love. I score my own beautiful moments.
Wow.
It's difficult.
You really do have the waka-chow, waka-chow.
It's hard to get the wah pedal on the bed.
Yeah, sure.
And rock it.
Another Jenna from Queensland asks, if you were a bird, who would you poo on?
Well, since when did birds have any real target to their poo?
I reckon they do. I get some dirty little in my backyard.
Really?
I reckon they aim for me. They're like, wait, boom, let him have it.
Who would you get? Who would I get? I don't know if there's anybody who's worthy of my dumping. I don't really know.
Think about that too, that's great. Dave from New South Wales asks, when you performed with Taylor Swift on the album, did you want to keep interrupting her Kanye style?
Taylor, I'm going to let you finish. But I just wanted to let you know I sang the main line better.
That's good gear, use that.
Thank you.
Should use that.
Thank you.
Okay, John's new album, Battle Studies, will be released on November... That was really loud tonight. Will be released on November 13, and he'll be performing for us later on. And also, you can be watching later in the show for details on how you can see John live at a special secret Sydney gig that is not so secret anymore. We'll tweet an address to send candy to me during the break. But for now, John Mayer, thank you very much.
Thank you.